Today we have released the half-year report of the company, and I would like to take you through the key parts. With a new strategy announced in early April, we have put a stronger focus on Alligator's clinical development portfolio, and ATOR-1015 has received a great deal of attention in connection with the positive interim data presented at AACR and ASCO, the world's two largest oncology conferences. We've also worked actively with business development and signed a research agreement with Scandion Oncology during the period. While our collaboration with Biotheus has developed well and led to an additional milestone payment. We are now looking forward to an exciting second half of 2020 for Alligator. As mentioned, we are concentrating Alligator's resources to the projects that have the prospects of most rapidly generating the greatest value, which are our clinical programs. By further sharpening our focus and through cost reductions, we are sufficiently financed today for 15 months to come. The measures have included employee reductions and impacted 11 positions, corresponding to approximately 20% of the company's workforce. Cost reductions have been made on several levels, and Alligator's board of directors has also, on its own initiative, reduced its fees. All in all, we estimate that the company's costs on an annual basis will be reduced from approximately 230 million Swedish kronor in 2019 to approximately 150 million Swedish kronor going forward. The cost reductions will be fully implemented during the third quarter this year, and we expect to have financial resources that carry us into the fourth quarter 2021. As a consequence of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, a temporary pause in recruitment was imposed on our ongoing phase 1 clinical studies with ATOR-1015 and ATOR-1017. Recruitment has been resumed for some time now, and we do not currently see any impact on the timelines for the studies as a whole. Alligator's business development work has been changed with the pandemic, so with all external discussions now conducted via telephone or computer screens instead of physical meetings. This has proven to work very well. What about our clinical programs? Well, Alligator's clinical development portfolio comprises 4 different drug candidates, all for the treatment of metastasizing cancer. Mitazalimab has completed phase 1 studies and is ready for clinical phase 2 now. ATOR-1015 and ATOR-1017 are in ongoing phase 1 studies, and AC101, which is being run with the Chinese company Shanghai Henlius, is also in clinical phase 1. ATOR-1015, developed as a tumor-targeted therapy for metastatic cancer, it's in clinical phase 1, and it's a bispecific antibody that targets the immune receptors CTLA4 and OX40. ATOR-1015 is developed for improved efficacy and to resolve the problems of side effects in today's treatment, and is being evaluated as in an ongoing dose escalation study, planned to comprise up to 53 patients. To date, the study has proceeded according to plan, and doses of 750 mg corresponding to 12.55 mg per kilo are currently being evaluated. This can be compared to the Yervoy, the registered comparable product. Yervoy causes severe side effects already at several times lower dose levels. The side effects profile of ATOR-1015 continues to look very promising. The ongoing phase 1 trial with 1015 was selected for presentation, and interim data was presented at the scientific conference's AACR virtual meeting in April, the 27th to 28th. Shortly thereafter, we presented additional positive phase 1 data at the ASCO annual meeting, which this year was held virtually on May 29 to 30. In total, data was presented for 21 patients, including completed dose levels, cancer types, as well as side effect profiles and clinical efficacy parameters. And as said, it was received very positively. During the quarter, we were able to present a new collaboration agreement with Scandion Oncology regarding preclinical evaluation of chemotherapy in combination with mitazalimab. It is a collaboration based on the fact that our respective models complement each other, and the results may strengthen both companies, our data sets, and also create a basis for potential future clinical studies. In August 2019, we signed a licensing agreement with the Chinese company Biotheus Inc. regarding the Chinese rights to an immune-activating antibody from the antibody library Alligator Gold. The antibody forms the basis of a new bispecific drug molecule developed by Biotheus. After thorough evaluation of the antibody in this bispecific format, Biotheus chose at the end of May to proceed with a collaboration, and that resulted in Alligator receiving a partial payment of $0.5 million. This is yet another validation of our antibody library, and at the same time it provides further presence in the Chinese pharmaceutical market. In our collaboration with US Aptiva Therapeutics, we were able to present promising preclinical data in June at the PEGS Virtual Interactive Global Summit, showing that the drug candidate ALG-APV527 selectively improves the function of T cells and NK cells in the presence of tumor antigen 5T4. Furthermore, it's shown that ALG-APV527 can reject tumors whilst maintaining a good safety profile. This supports its potential to provide a powerful anti-tumor response without systemic side effects. It has indeed been an eventful quarter, with several positive news at the same time, as it's always very challenging to carry out reductions in the organization and to lose competent and valued colleagues. The savings are, however, very important for our financial endurance and our ability to develop value going forward. I would like to thank all our co-workers, whether directly or indirectly affected, for the valuable contribution to Alligator and for their dedication and professionalism. I would also like to welcome our new CFO, Marie Svensson, to Alligator. Marie will assume her position on September 1st and will be part of the executive management team at Alligator. We have an exciting second half of 2020 ahead of us. We will get clinical readout from our phase 1 study with ATOR-1015, and we will also get confirmation on whether 1015 has solved the safety issues associated with CTLA-4. In addition, we will initiate clinical phase 2 by submitting the CTA for the upcoming phase 2 efficacy study of mitazalimab. And that was a quarterly report and the half-year report for Alligator Bioscience. Thank you so much.